When we receive emails, how do we react to it? Do we really get the true meaning of it? This is something that I came to my thoughts this week, and I wanted to share with you, especially if you are in a highly demanding job in an office or in a corporate environment where you get emails from people from the top or peers with specific demands, and how that is reflected in how we react. Emails can be read in more than one way. It is the message that comes with it, and also what's the intention behind it. When we look at the emails that we receive every day, sometimes we think that it is really about what's written, very straightforward. We think, oh, that's what the person is saying. It's very clear. In reality, we use the emails in so many ways that the message might be very different from that. We need to look at emails as a way where people write it depending on their state of mood at that moment. We rarely write down in the same position. That means if you get an email that it looks like it's pointed at you, or has a very negative message, or is really outlining what you haven't done well, or questioning or challenging, I would like you to consider that email and don't reply straight away. Go back to it after a bit of time, and then based on what you have there, start thinking, what was the reason for this email? What was the intention of the sender? And is it challenge me, or is it showing the frustration of the sender with the situation or his or her situation? Maybe the sender is under such pressure that send the email in a way that was not pointing directly at you, challenge you, might be indirectly saying, this is something I have under a lot of pressure. I would like this to get solved. Please step up and just deliver this. It's a very different way. I found it in the recent email I had. The first time I read it, I thought, oh, this person is really challenging me with the questions that, and why do we want to do that? Why do you think we need to do investment in this way? Why do you need to do this new initiative? First time I read it, I thought, this person is thinking we shouldn't be doing it. This person is thinking we shouldn't be spending the money. When actually the same email could be read as, help me to understand the reasons for it so I can support you to discuss with my senior peers and make it happen. And the way of writing emails, if it's not clear enough, can be read both ways. In this case, I read it the second way, which was the way that the sender intended. When you look at your email communication, consider what was the intention and what would be the positive approach to that email, regardless how direct it is. On everything, there's always a silver lining. Some cases it's easier to find than others. So even if the email is negative or sounds negative, what do you want to extract out of it? If it's pointing at you and the person really has a go at you and that person doesn't like you, and that email express all that anger, well, it's just expressing that anger. It's just showing you that that person is not objective enough in assessing you. Therefore, you cannot subjectively take that as a criticism. And if the person really wants you to do well, then even if the context is negative, might be that you can read positively. Another way of looking at it is that email communication can be forwarded to other people. It could be that that email is sent to you with blind carbon copy, BCC, to someone else senior or someone else peer, to show that I'm doing my due diligence of asking things, and you don't know. I'm like, how come they, that might be, you will never know unless someone tells you, and they might not tell you because it's sensitivity. Or it could be that that person is writing that email in a way that if later is forward to someone else, can show that it's just making the right questions for the benefit of the company. All these are unknown. Therefore, the only way to do well is by thinking email is a communication with a context that you can read, and the meanings behind it you have to guess. And because it's a guess, if you take a positive approach to reading it, your mindset is going to be in a much more powerful position.